Come on with it. Come on, come on with it. Come on with it. Come on with it. Come on with it.
Me and you getting it on, don't even go there.
Come on with it.
Once I bring it to you, you won't be safe nowhere.
More levels, more devils. Diesel, Aaron. Hop is separated by the nice and the nice not. Underground and I'm ice hot. What rap my age still keep the mic hot? Couple hip hop butter beans. Big sluggers move with me, it's a gutter team. I love women who know the boom from the back. OG still could fill a room when he rap. Mike Blessing in a recession is fool giving back to occupy labels that move, didn't wax now. Here come Bumpy on a primo track to represent hip hop from where we go back.
Come on with it.
Me and you getting it on, don't even go there.
Come on with it.
Cause you know what we got to do.
Come on with it.
Me and you getting it on, don't even go there.
Come on with it.
Once I bring it to you, you won't be safe nowhere.
I let the beat keep breathing while I spit life to you heathens. You in the wrong place, to be real, reasons. I usually don't spit corny styles like that cause I'm too seasoned. How you sending links trying to get on, you stink. MCs don't give a what you think. Rapping if it's beef, I hit a brinks and put that kind of paper on your head to make a lot of blink. Now think, wouldn't you rather keep it music than to lose it all cause of music? I'm sure that's not how Bambaataa wanted us to use it. Now move it before I lose it. And I'm in it for the long haul. Bars, like lifers in a long haul. Bars, my life rocking mics, I raised the bar. Phased them, dazed them, and blazed them all. Strong.
Come on with it.
Me and you getting it on, don't even go there.
Come on with it.
Cause you know what we got to do.
Come on with it.
Me and you getting it on, don't even go there.
Word up.
Come on with it.
Crazy.
Once I bring it to you, you won't be safe nowhere.
Real cinema, the feature's a top feature. Whose favorite MC is the Bronx teacher? Flows long around.
Work up. At you from the beautiful Amway Center in downtown Orlando, Florida, home of the Magic. For the Timberwolves, this is the last game before heading back to Minnesota.
Yeah, and this is the second game of a back-to-back for them, so they didn't have a long time to think about that loss last night. They've got to get right back out there and into the grind.
And, you know, in many ways, it's almost better that way. You don't have to spend much time thinking about the loss. You can direct your attention, your energy, and your emotions towards figuring out how to win the next time you get out there. So I think that's a good thing.
All fueled up and ready to go. Let's check out who's on the floor, courtesy of Gatorade. And so in the game for the Timberwolves, they've got Iguodala, Joel Embiid out there with Duncan. Then there's Derrick Rose. And it's Shumpert in the two. Wash kicks to Jackson. Just 5 on the clock. And the wide open shot from Morris. Good on the three-point shot. Morris has got himself going with the triple, his first basket of the game.
You know, guys, in a draft that had a lot of top-tier big men as the top picks, Willie Cauley-Stein is a little bit the forgotten man, if you will. But he can be a very impactful player now and down the road as well.
And here's Jackson after the three-pointer from Iman Shumpert. Jackson again throws. And Fournier kicks to Jackson. Pass to Fournier. A rebound by Iguodala.
And you can see the defenders afraid to kind of get in his way a lot of times when he's on his way to the basket. But on that one, they were there.
Now here's Shumpert. Looking at his numbers, he's averaging about 6.5 points a game. No good from Duncan.
That is the perfect technique to rebound. I mean, he shields his man, kept him behind, and then he's off to the races.
Here's Morris. He gives his team some nice contributions, averaging a bit over 10 points a game. Pulls it from 20. His first shot is a miss. 0 for 1 to start the contest. Here's Iguodala. Wow, we're going to remember that one for a while.
I know I will, Kevin. That was special.
My goodness, that was almost a circus-like dunk.
Superb assist there. He played the role of the maestro on that one.
Minnesota in the lead. Rose against Jackson. On the wing, Shumpert. And it's going to be a 3-second call. Looking at the last game for the Minnesota Timberwolves, it was a loss to the Heat in Miami. Jackson. And he uses the glass on the layup. Jackson's got his first bucket of the night.
Oh, that is just weak defense there. I'm pretty sure that was not the plan to give him those kind of baskets at the hoop.
Rose kicks to Duncan. He dishes it to Iguodala. That's good, and so Duncan with the assist.
And early on, they've been nearly perfect from the floor. Just the one miss here on their first 5 attempts.
Timberwolves have gone 4 of 5 from the field so far. In the corner, Iguodala with it. No luck. And Orlando will come the other way.
I think he was surprised by how much space he had there and just rushed the shot a little bit.
Jackson kicks to Bosh. And he makes no mistake on the slam dunk.
Big time finish. Emphatic.
He hangs on the rim, too, just for good measure.
Yeah, but guys, nothing wrong with a little bit of showboating every now and then.
Rose, no good.
Well, he won't miss many of those, especially with the defender not in the best of positions there.
There's a screen. Jackson passes to Morris. And there's the whistle. Fouled hard on the shot. He'll go to the line. Tim Duncan picks one up.
Marcus Morris is nicknamed Mook. He has a twin brother, older by 7 minutes, named Markeith. Both brothers played at Kansas, drafted 13th and 14th in the same year, eventually played for the same pro team. That is joined at the hip.
And looking at the Morris brothers' careers through last season, the one area they haven't been joined at the hip in is in performance. Markeith has shown steady improvement over his first 4 years. Marcus Morris has had a very up and down start to his career.
And, you know, Kevin, Marcus has talent. He has versatility. He just hasn't found his role. It's time for him to step out of his brother's shadow and really establish who he is as a player.
Jackson kicks to Bosh. From 10 feet out. And he hits the jump shot. Bosh has got his second bucket of the night.
You know, his ability is matched only by his energy, guys. I mean, he's usually in the middle of everything for his team.
Rose attacking. Can't hit. Some solid defense there from Jackson. They set the pick. Bosh, the screen. Jackson again. Throws. Good on the shot. Jackson's got his second bucket of the game to go.
Really, really good at recognizing the gaps and getting the ball to the rim.
Rose goes in. That's a foul. It's called on Reggie Jackson. That is his first foul of the game.
And you can see he just didn't get squared up with his feet.
Greg, those are always tough to judge. but I think the official got that one right.
And the Magic making a change here. Vucevic is checked in. In the corner, Iguodala with it. Minnesota needs to get off a shot here. Duncan misses. On offense, here are the Magic. They're on a 12-4 run. Bosh, the screen. Rose against Jackson. Nice D from Duncan.
Nice effort anyway to change his shot and get around the defender. Maybe next time.
And that one's good, Shumpert.
A splendid pass that time by Rose.
And for Andre Iguodala, last year was a first in 758 games. Up until then, he had not once ever come off the bench.
Yeah, he'd been a starter throughout his 10-year career, every single game, Kevin. And last year he came off the bench in every game. Big adjustment for the veteran, but he made it well.
And now the first timeout called here for the Magic.
And getting back to Iguodala last season, not only did he come off the bench for the first time ever, but he really thrived in doing so. Playing the fewest minutes per game of his career, he was able to avoid some of the nagging injuries that had plagued him in the past. And so he could stick around to help the Warriors assemble that franchise record of 67 wins last season.
It's deflected. Oladipo goes in. And there's Jennings. That's good on the assist by Oladipo. Jennings has got his first points of the game.
And he can time his passes so perfectly. Wow, what an assist.
You know, for Iguodala at this point in his career, it's just about winning. He's had a couple of large contracts. He's made multiple All-Star teams, but now it's about rings for him. And he got one.
Here's Jennings following the score by Kevin Garnett. Oladipo goes in. Vucevic down low. Nene on him. And Vucevic throws it down.
Well, if you like offense, that's what you're getting here early on.
This has a little bit of playground feel to it, fellas. I mean, forget about defending. Just outscore the other team. Let it fly.
And Andre Iguodala, guys, one of the most unselfish players in the league. I mean, that unselfishness for me, too, is what was put to a test last season as the former All-Star was asked by his coach, Steve Kerr, to come off the bench for the Warriors. And you know what? He did it without complaint, putting the team first.
Troy Daniels, he's checked in for Orlando. Now here's Jennings. Taking a look at his stats, he's averaging around 9.5 points a game. Oladipo outside from the baseline. Nene pulls it in.
All he needed right there was simply to set himself up and then relax and shoot the ball. He threw himself off balance for no reason.
Now here is Jack. Quiet so far offensively, searching for his first points of the game. And Shumpert kicks to Jack. And that misses. That would have put him up. The Magic have gotten 8 of their 13 shots to find the bottom of the bucket. Iguodala with the steal. And now the Timberwolves on the break. So they take the lead. And that's now 8 points for Iman Shumpert.
You know, there's no better sign of how efficiently a team is operating than their assist numbers. And theirs are fantastic.
Just beautiful when they play the game like this.
When he's wide open like that, he'll rarely miss those.
No good on the shot, a bit long that time. The Minnesota Timberwolves come into this one following a loss to the Heat. A baseline J. The shot no good.
Not the best shot right there with the good defender draped all over you.
I agree with you. I mean, not the shot they were hoping for, but he can really cause problems with his defense.
Here's Jack. The Magic getting the bucket. Garnett outside. Iguodala right side. The Timberwolves again can't hit.
Well, I think he had all the space he needed. He just couldn't find the bottom of the net.
Jennings kicks to Vucevic. An amazing finish with a hand right in his face. And now a three-point Orlando lead. On the wing, it's Iguodala. And that's out of bounds. Minnesota will retain possession.
Oh, nice play there to get a hand on that pass and tip it out of bounds.
Just a whisker away from coming up with the steal there.
Thaddeus Young. He's checked in for Troy Daniels. Minnesota also with the sub. Ginobili's checked in. Now here is Jack. No scoring yet from him, but that's likely to change. And he was fouled in the act of shooting. Chance here now for a three-point play. That's going to send Manu Ginobili to the free throw line. That one on Vucevic. And the Timberwolves making a change here. Henderson's checked in. Jennings kicks to Oladipo. Young outside. Passes it to Thompson. And it's good. Fought through contact. Hits the shot. He'll go to the free throw line.
Boy, they keep hammering away at him inside, forcing that ball into the paint. Smash mouth basketball.
And Clark, it's a strategy that has served them well during the course of this first half. And after an exceptional first 2 years in the league, Jason Thompson has really declined. He averaged 12 points and 8 boards over those first 2 seasons. But last year, that plummeted all the way down to 6 and 6. So his arrow's definitely been pointing in the wrong direction.
Here's Jennings. After the made shot from Manu Ginobili. Vucevic against the net. And Vucevic throws it down.
Fellas, that two-hand monster slam was vicious.
I don't think there was anyone, and I mean anyone, that could have stopped him on that one.
I tell you what, I'm glad they didn't try because somebody might have got their feelings hurt.
Ginobili. Terrific design on the pick play, and he lays it in. Ginobili's got 7 points in the game.
Give an assist there, not for the pass, but for the solid screen set on the inside that freed him up and made the layup possible.
So at the end of 1 quarter of play, still a close game. Magic out in front, up 1. And the second quarter about to get started. We'll be back in just a moment. Welcome back, everyone, to the second quarter of play here on Noche Latina. Vamonos. And a look at how the offensive approach has been going here so far for Orlando.
Really some great drives to the basket here early on for these guys.
You know, they've been strong in the post so far tonight as well. I mean, you always need to get points down low to have balance on offense.
Fournier out there with Young. Then there's Jackson. Then there's Chris Bosh. And it's Mayo in the 2-guard spot. That's who's out there for Orlando. Ginobili attacking. So he gets the whistle. Contact on the way up and 2 shots coming up. And for Manu Ginobili last season, not his best. Down in every measurable category since his rookie year. He's 37, myriad of injuries. You know, but Greg, there's still something so special about that play.
Yeah, I mean, so much of his game is about movement. And Kevin, after 13 full seasons and factoring all of the international competition, you're going to have to start to show some wear and tear, and that's been the case for Manu.
Excellent point. He played 4 pro years overseas before the NBA.
Thaddeus Young.
You know, guys, getting back to Ginobili, the most concerning part about last year centers around his shooting. Down in field goal, 3-point, and free throw percentage. Just could not find the mark all season long.
And that one's good.
You know what? That's what you like to see. A perfect pass leading him right into the shot. Didn't even have to break stride.
Young dishes to Bosch. His second miss, now 2 of 4 on the game. Minnesota leading by 3. And that's a foul. It's called on Reggie Jackson. That'll be his second foul of the game for the Magic. Cauley Stein comes in for Young. And Marcus Morris subbed in for O.J. Mayo. And Jack kicks to Ginobili. Down to 5 on the shot clock. He feeds it to Garnett. Here's Henderson. Morris with the rebound.
And looking forward for Ginobili, he may have to reshape his game a little bit. Less commotion overall to try and reduce the turnovers. Maybe accepting more of a toned-down role versus the coward's role that he's really enjoyed over the course of his career. And that's his strong suit, the ability to find his way through the D and finish at the rim.
Jack passes to Ginobili. Back to Jack. And there's the feed to Garnett. Rebound by the Magic.
Oh, that's terrific defense there. That's how you protect the rim.
Jackson dishes to Bosch. That's good, and it's Jackson with the assist that time. And it's 6 points for Chris Bosh. Jackson again. It's Jack. And it's sent back by Bosh. Jackson again. It's Jack. Jackson kicks to Bosh. Inside. Power down with both hands.
And guys, this game won't be close for long if they keep giving up dunks like that.
No, it won't, G.A. You're right. A glaring error defensively and letting him get all the way to the basket that time.
But it's only 2 points. I mean, it was flashy, no doubt, but still, it only counts for 2. 2 is all.
Here's Ginobili, and the layup is good. Ginobili's got 4 points in the quarter.
You know, he operates so well close to the bucket. There's nothing he likes more than seeing an opening inside.
Morris a screen. Jackson passes to Fournier. No good on the triple.
I'm shocked that didn't turn into 3 points. I mean, he makes you pay on those nearly every time. And the next one puts him in the bonus.
Yep, they'll be trying to draw that next foul quickly so they can start getting those easy chances at the strike.
Garnett dishes to Jack. He kicks it to Henderson. And so he draws the foul on the shot. A trip to the line to shoot 2. And with Gerald Henderson Jr., what you see is what you get. A solid player, good athleticism, but he doesn't too specialize, Clark, in any one thing.
Well said, Kevin. Right on the mark with that. He came into the league as a jack-of-all-trades kind of guy. Skills were somewhat unrefined, and that's sort of where he is today. He is who he is.
Vucevic checked in for Orlando. Troy Daniels comes in for Evan Fournier. Morris a screen. Outside Jackson. Feeds it to Bosh. Garnett grabs the board. Garnett's got 4 rebounds now tonight. And fouled hard that time. He'll get to the line and shoot 2.
Manu Ginobili is one of the toughest guys you'll ever meet. That goes not just for the NBA, but any sport. I mean, a true competitor in every sense of the word.
Derrick Rose is checked in for Jarrett Jack. On the topic of Ginobili, he's the guy who, when things aren't going well for your team, takes things into his own hands. He takes over, tries to coordinate. His will to win is, as Greg Popovich will tell you, out of this world.
I mean, you know, he's not just physically tough, but as mentally tough as anybody, arguably, who's ever played the game. What a big-time performer and a big shot maker.
Alex Len's checked in for Minnesota.
Just some amazing stats put up by Chris Bosh early in his career. But having been in the shadow of LeBron and D. Wade over the past few seasons, one wonders if Bosh is now a little bit underrated. He's talented and gives you everything you want from the power forward spot.
And Kevin, who says a point guard should look to pass first? I mean, not when you can finish like this fella.
Well, Clark, he wasn't going to give that opportunity up to a teammate.
Well, you know, Kevin, that's one he'll always take himself, and he should. I mean, you can't pass up that kind of opportunity or fun.
Well, getting back to Chris Bosh, it's always difficult to reshape your game around a superstar teammate. I mean, just ask Kevin Love last year.
You know, it's such a good point. When you think about Bosh, you know, he isn't the kind of guy who demands special attention. You know, he's not mugging for the press. He's not out there for himself. He just really lets his play speak for itself. And you won't find many bigs who are as versatile as he is. And much underrated, I think, as a pick-and-roll defender. You know, the defense has got to do a much better job of fighting over those screens.
And, Greg, especially when the ball is in his hands. I mean, come on now. You know he doesn't miss too many open looks like that.
Jacks up a three. The Timberwolves again can't hit. Morris with the ball. And Rose picks him up defensively. Morris kicks to Bosh. Morris a screen. Bosh against Garnett. And with that shot, the Minnesota Leafs cut to just one on the basket from Bosh.
And started hot, and he's only gotten hotter.
And, of course, Chris Bosh has been such a prolific scorer and rebounder in his career. He's not quite in the 2010 category for his career. But, boy, Greg, he's close.
Yeah, I mean, good athleticism, that big wingspan, and not an overly physical player, but very instinctive on the backboard. And when it comes to scoring, particularly from that mid-range area, he can do it all.
So the Timberwolves called their first timeout.
On the topic of Chris Bosh, I mean, guys, he was a 24-11 player his last season with Toronto. Went on to Miami to win rings where his stats dipped a bit with LeBron there. Then last season, his scoring average right back up to 21 a game.
Orlando making some changes. Fournier's checked in for Marcus Morris. Victor Oladipo comes in for Troy Daniels. And it's Jennings in for Reggie Jackson. Timberwolves also changing it up. Duncan, he's checked in for Len. Iguodala comes in for Kevin Garnett. And a Shumpert in there for Manu Ginobili.
And really, he epitomizes what a point guard should be. I mean, his skill as a passer might actually be matched by that creativity he shows around the rim.
Well, judging by that jam, Greg, I'd say you're absolutely right.
Boy, that's a nice surge for them just when they needed it in a game that was so tight.
Now a timeout called by Orlando.
Talking about Chris Bosh, he was really ahead of his time when he first entered the league. I mean, very few power forwards back then had his combination of size, agility, and skill set. Now we're seeing a ton of fours like that on draft night.
Cauley-Stein, he's checked in for the Magic. Young comes in for Chris Bosh. The Magic trailed by 3. Jennings passes to Cauley-Stein. Got a piece of it. Outside Jennings. The wide open look here for Oladipo. Once again off the mark, Orlando. It's Henderson on the wing. Over in the corner, Rose. In the corner, Iguodala with it. That's good. Iguodala's got the lead up to 5 now for the Timberwolves.
You know, usually teams go on runs and it comes from a lot of layups and dunks. But that's not the case here.
Well, it's about rhythm, and they put this run together on the strength of their mid-range jump shot. They might as well be layups with the way they're shooting.
Now the pass to Shumpert. Oh, and that one, no question, powered it down.
Taking it to the rack with power right there.
And hammering down with the two-handed slam.
Just piling on the lead with the dunk like that.
And here's Jennings. Over to the wing. Here's Fournier. And so he earns a trip to the line. Officials saw the contact, and he'll shoot two.
And I like the fact that the defense is looking to protect the rim at all costs.
Definitely saved a layup with that foul, and he'll make him earn them from the line, and that's what you want to see.
Minnesota leading by 3. Rose dishes to Iguodala. Outside Rose. Back to Iguodala. Dishes it to Shumpert. And the 3 off target.
Well, it looks like he's cooled down a bit after hitting those 2 in the first quarter.
And Fournier kicks to Jennings. Tries to save it. And the ball travels out of bounds. It was last touched by Rose. It's Oladipo on the wing. Guarded by Shumpert. No one near Jennings as he lets it fly. The shot goes down and it gets this game back to even.
That shot becomes effortless for him when the D is so relaxed. They got to get more intense.
And it's Rose penetrating. Here's Duncan. Can't get it to go. Nice D from Oladipo. Pass to Fournier. Here's the screen. Kicks it to Oladipo. That falls. Great assist by Brandon Jennings. Jennings has got his 3rd assist on the night.
Oof, that is a tough shot.
Rose passes to Henderson. The dish to Iguodala. Got a piece of it. Clark, their offense has been great here.
Yeah, I love the way they've looked really strong and together.
Yeah, the ball movement has been terrific, and they've kept the defense off balance. And Iman Shumpert, more athlete than player when he entered the league. 42-inch max vertical, shoulders carved like Michelangelo, but he had a long way to go in terms of his skill set, and you can see that evolution right before your eyes.
Catching up on the changes for Orlando. Thompson, he's checked in for Cauley-Stein. And it's Mayo in for Victor Oladipo. Mayo drives in. Duncan with the block. Deflects the pass. Henderson kicks to Iguodala. Rose against Jennings. And 2 free throws coming up as he misses that one. Drawing the whistle and a lot of contact there. It's on Thaddeus Young. Derrick Rose has certainly piled up the awards for such a young player, starting with Rookie of the Year, 111 first-place votes to only 5 for the runner-up. We know about his MVP, and that just shines out so brightly for him.
And how about he and Michael Jordan, the only MVPs in Chicago Bulls history?
To the inside. And stolen by Cauley-Stein. Pass to Oladipo. And it's Iguodala with the rebound.
You know, looking back to Rose's MVP award, his stats were on another planet that year. He was only the 3rd player to record 2,000 points and 600 assists in a single season since 1973. The other 2, LeBron James and Michael Jordan.
Fournier for 3.
Obviously, they're evenly matched teams on the inside. The rebound numbers are very even.
Yeah, impressive effort from both on the backboard.
And guys, what do you think about the offensive approach so far that we've seen for the Timberwolves?
You've got to like the consistency with which they're hitting that mid-range jumper.
Something else they've done a good job of tonight, right from the start, is penetrating and scoring.
Now a timeout called by Orlando.
They're committing an awful lot of fouls, and most of them are unproductive. You don't want to let guys get easy layups, I understand that, but this could turn into a parade to the foul line.
Going with an almost entirely new group here. Vucevic checked in for Cauley-Stein. Thompson comes in for Young. Morris is checked in for Fournier. And it's Troy Daniels in for Oladipo. Paul Pierce is checked in for Minnesota. Outside Jennings. 6 on the shot clock. Unloads from 13. And that one hits back iron. Timberwolves leading by 3. Here's Pierce. Vucevic with the block. And so it looks like the Timberwolves will retain possession here. Here's Iguodala. He's got 10. Over in the corner, Rose. 5 to shoot.
Even though he isn't having the best of games from the floor, it hasn't seemed to hurt him.
Here's Vucevic. That's his 4th basket of the game, and he's only taken 4 shots. Off to a good start.
Almost an impossible shot to block in the post. The defender can't give up that much of a height advantage and expect to contest it.
Free throw line jump shot. And he hits the buzzer beater.
Nice shot there without a...
And we're through the first half of basketball here, and what's been a good one. Timberwolves lead by 3. We're going to step away briefly, but get you right back out here for the start of the third quarter after our halftime. Welcome back, everybody. The start of the second half getting underway. Both teams battling hard through the first half. It's been one outstanding game from Manu Ginobili.
The way he was able to attack the rim in that first half, defenders are going to need to start building walls and being connected defensively if they want to have any chance to stop it.
Now, come on, Greg. That's much easier said than done when he's the penetrator. I mean, his speed and agility make him extremely tough to cover.
And we welcome you back to more NBA action. Players looking hydrated and plenty of Gatorade to help them get their job done tonight.
What a game for Ginobili. 13 points, and he's knocked down 5 shots at the charity stripe. Good numbers for him.
Yeah, they are. It's been a nice element of his game today.
On the court for Minnesota, Derrick Rose is out there with Iman Shumpert. And it's Duncan. Then there's Iguodala. And it's Pierce in the 3 slot. Fournier, that's for 2. That doesn't go on the chance to tie.
Ill-advised shot there, Clark.
Yeah, exactly. That was lower than low percentage.
Iguodala dishes to Pierce. And it's out of bounds. They say it was last touched by Jackson. And the Timberwolves with possession here. The lead is 2. And it's Rose missing. Outside Bosch. And about a minute of action so far in the third quarter. Clock at 6. To tie. Count it. And he'll have a chance for a 3-point play. Tim Duncan picks one up.
Boy, this defense is getting eaten up on the inside, guys. Giving up far too many free runs to the rim.
And they haven't been able to return the favor with their offense in the paint because that has not been up to par.
The Magic making a switch here. Oladipo's checked in. They're going to turn it over. They couldn't get it in bounds that time. Daniels, he's checked in for the Magic. And here in the second half of play, we're just over a minute in. Right side Bosh. Oh, and that one had the right spin on it, and it is good. Bosh has got 5 points now in the quarter.
He shot the ball exceptionally well as they've built this lead for themselves here.
Shumpert with it. He's got 12. From 13, another miss by Minnesota.
And they start the second half with 3 straight misses.
Shumpert against Jackson. He dishes it to Daniels. No good on the 3. Minnesota calls timeout.
And he clearly doesn't like what's going on out there right now.
Would you? I mean, how could he like what's happening? Really had to take a time out there and try to figure out a way to derail their momentum.
And, obviously, there's some things out there he does not like and wants to talk it over.
Well, Greg, you played and you envision yourself as a coach as well. So, sometimes you need to make some adjustments.
O.J. Mayo is checked in for Troy Daniels. Timberwolves also changing it up. Anderson, he's checked in for Pierce. And it's Ginobili in for Iman Shumpert. Rose attacking. Goes up high for the two-handed dunk.
And that is a major league flush right there, my friends.
And in a tight contest like this, Greg, that might be just what they need to get the tide rolling in their direction.
You're exactly right. I mean, so often when a team gets that kind of explosive play out of its backcourt, that can really rally and galvanize the whole squad. Well, they certainly didn't have much of a problem getting the ball into the post that time.
Yeah, and that's important because this game may ultimately come down to which team controls the paint in crunch time.
But they recover it. And it's going to be out of bounds. The Magic will take it. Just over 2.5 minutes gone by here in the second half.
And you know what? Last season, Tim Duncan added another record to his growing resume. I mean, he passes Karl Malone as the all-time leader in double-doubles.
Timberwolves trail by 3. Guys are looking for a spark here.
Yeah, I mean, a cold stretch offensively. They desperately need a basket.
Jackson again throws. Now, here is Morris. Guarded closely. Outside Rose. Ginobili with the ball. Now Mayo defending. Iguodala wide open. And unable there to get the go-ahead bucket. Jackson kicks to Bosh. That's good. And it's Jackson with the assist that time. Bosh has got the lead up to 4 now for the Magic. Manu Ginobili on the wing. Takes the 13-footer. And it's good off the glass. Ginobili's got 15. Jackson passes to Cauley-Stein. Bosh kicks to Morris. Sinks the three-pointer. And the Magic lead by 5.
That's 2 straight quick three-pointers they've allowed.
Defense just not reacting with enough aggressiveness.
Rose can't hit. Orlando, they've gotten 5 of 8 shots to fall for them in the third quarter. A nice 62% from the field. Jackson kicks to Bosh. Just 5 to shoot. The rebound by the Timberwolves. Iguodala's got rebound number 8 now on the night. Pull-up jumper. Offensive rebound. And there's the whistle on the shot. Took the foul. Shot misses. He'll be shooting 2.
Clearly a foul.
Yeah, he took a shot there. Earned those free throws.
The Magic making a switch here. Young's checked in. And he sinks the second. Now here's Jackson. He's got 5. Pass to Bosh. Young outside. The Magic need to get a shot off here. Rebound, Minnesota. Duncan's got his 5th rebound in this one. Minnesota calls timeout.
Can't be any surprise to you that Tim Duncan, folks, last year became the leading rebounder of all active players, passed up Kevin Garnett for that honorable distinction. We're talking 15,000 rebounds total over 18 seasons.
Getting back to Duncan's rebounding, he's always had the great size and wingspan and timing, and he really positions himself well for those rebounds. But what seems to separate him is his quiet toughness. He'll never back down.
Yeah, it's hard. You know, he's not a guy that's going to yell or pump his fist. He's not going to flex his muscles to the crowd. He just silently assassinates you
well said.
out on the floor.
You're right. You're so right. For the Magic, Vucevic, he's checked in for Young. And it's Oladipo in for O.J. Mayo. Joel Embiid, he's checked in for Minnesota. Garnett comes in for Andre Iguodala. Rose goes in. That's good. Rose has got 6 points in the quarter.
They are not rotating nearly quickly enough on defense down low. Got to get quicker there.
Just no resistance on the interior.
Jackson, that's good.
The defense a step slow, and you can see the results.
Greg, that's 3 in a row from out there now, so they've got to do a better job contesting.
Manu Ginobili on the way. No good. And Orlando the other way now. Outside Bosh. And Oladipo has it in the corner. And Embiid pulls it down.
Oh, excellent interior D to force the miss.
His defensive ability is a big factor. I mean, there's no denying that.
Yes, and it's Rose with the assist that time. Rose has got 6 assists now in the game. The Orlando Magic come into this one following a loss to the Kings. Jackson kicks to Oladipo. Dishes it to Vucevic. Can't get it to go. Timberwolves trail by 3. Anderson passes to Rose. Back to Anderson. He feeds it to Garnett. The kick out to Rose. Just 4 to shoot. The shot goes down and it gets this game back to even.
I like the way he's not forcing anything, taking advantage of what the defense has given him. He's been a key contributor for them in this quarter.
To the right side. Cloak loose. Stolen by Ginobili. And Anderson has it in the corner. Just 5 to shoot. Back to Ginobili for the lead. Second chance shot. Tries yet again. And so he earns a trip to the line. Officials saw the contact and he'll shoot 2.
Yeah, easy call.
Yeah, you can hear the smack all the way over here where we are.
At the line of the match.
Could it have been any other way? I mean, last season, KG returning to the Wolves. I mean, the entire city was buzzing for his return.
Catching up on the changes for Orlando. Evan Fournier comes in for Marcus Morris. And it's Jennings in for Reggie Jackson. Jennings kicks to Bosch. It's back to Jennings. Oladipo outside. And the shot clock expires. 24-second violation.
Oh, no, you hate to see that. Those are just the kind of errors that can cost you in a game like this.
Minnesota's gone 1 of 2 from beyond the arc since coming out of the break. Garnett, the screen. And the foul on Victor Oladipo. That's foul number 2 for him.
Yeah, you can see they gave up a lot of points here in this run, and he just wants to break the momentum before this thing gets out of hand.
And, you know, that's a huge part of a coach's job, making sure you keep your guys in the best position possible at all times. So I like this timeout.
Now a timeout called by Orlando. You gotta like what Derrick Rose has done in this game.
He's in one heck of a groove with the scoring. They're going to talk it over and try to figure out how to slow him down.
Thompson, he's checked in for Orlando. Timberwolves also changing it up. Iguodala comes in for Anderson. And Jarrett Jack has subbed in for Derrick Rose. Jack dishes to Iguodala. Back to Jack. Down to 5 on the shot clock. And a little luck that time, but it drops. And the Timberwolves lead by 4. Oladipo goes in. And down it goes, jamming that one home.
Went for the two-hander on that slam. That's where the weight room comes into play, Kevin.
I think some urgency from him there.
I think he's sensing that this is a critical time in the game, fellas.
And Garnett has it in the corner. Ginobili gets a wide-open look. Off target with his 3.
Oh, boy, I tell you what, they don't get much uglier than the quarter he's having.
Yeah, and it's not showing any signs, Greg, of turning around here soon. I mean, his touch is basically gone AWOL.
Minnesota shooting well. They're at 45%. So the whistle blows on the shot and 2 free throws for the contact right there.
And guys, as we all know, Kevin Garnett is one of the very best power forwards ever to play the game. I mean, was passed by Tim Duncan last year for total rebounds by active players. Still an amazing statistic among many for KG, a future Hall of Famer.
And for KG, the last 3 seasons have obviously been very, very tough. His injuries and declining athleticism have led to down numbers really across the board.
Yeah, I mean, his role now has transformed. He's more of a clubhouse leader, a mentor to the up-and-comers, an extra coach, if you will, in game and on the sideline.
Ginobili again to Oladipo. Fournier pass to Oladipo. Kevin Garnett with the steal. It's Ginobili with the drive. And a great assist by Jack as that one goes in. And now a 9-point Timberwolves lead. And let's get your guys' take now on the hustle stats for the Timberwolves.
The activity level defensively, I've really been impressed with. They've been in attack mode on the defensive end.
They haven't wasted time getting the ball up the court tonight either, and it's resulted in a lot of fast break points.
Brandon Jennings.
And guys, Brandon Jennings, some people love his chaotic game. Some can't stand it. One of the more polarizing talents in the NBA.
Yeah, I don't think he'll ever shoot for an efficient percentage or become a lockdown defender, Kevin. He's an offensive catalyst. He pushes the action, and he'll go on scoring binges, but I think he does more good than bad with his style of play.
Shoots from the block. And Iguodala with the basket. The assist by Garnett. Iguodala's got the lead up to 9 now for the Timberwolves. Jennings kicks to Oladipo. Picked by Vucevic. Oladipo dishes to Vucevic. Shot is off. Good work defensively by Ginobili.
And talking about Brandon Jennings, he has an endless bag of tricks. Keeping the ball literally on a string, makes behind the back, no look, and off the backboard passes few players would even try. That unpredictability, though, can make him difficult to check and often forces defenders into positions from which they can't recover.
Embiid with the steal. And Ginobili. Here we go.
Yeah, the defender all over him.
Greg, he got him good there. I mean, that's why the shot was so far off.
And it'll be his 4th time going to the free throw line in the game. That free throw good from Ginobili. And that one goes in. 2 from the line that time. Here's Oladipo. It'll count. And as we end the 3rd quarter, a double-digit deficit will make it tough to come back. Timberwolves ahead, up 11. And 4th quarter basketball will be coming your way on 2K Sports right after this. And we're getting underway here in the 4th quarter. The scoreboard tells the story in this matchup, but we'll see how much things change up here. They've got Young. Jackson is out there with Oladipo. Then it's Marcus Morris. And it's Cauley-Stein in at the 5. Home in the paint. That's who's out there for Orlando.
Another gap in the defense found there, and they've really had their number today.
Jackson against Jack. It's Jackson with the drive. Makes it off the glass. Timberwolves leading by 11. Now Jack. The feed now to Iguodala. Morris with the block. A little over a minute of the 4th quarter gone right now. Jackson passes to Young. He kicks to Cauley-Stein. Feeds to Morris. 6 to shoot. Young outside. 11 feet away. Connects. The jumper drops. Young's got it back down to a single-digit deficit for the Magic. Minnesota's gotten fewer than half of their three-pointers to go down tonight. They're 4 for 9. Iguodala kicks to Garnett. It's hauled in by the Magic. Morris with the ball. Now Garnett defending. Oladipo right side.
And for Victor Oladipo, guys, last season you saw him continue to make strides in this game. He has the build to be one of the best guards in the league, and he's on the right track right now. Very excited for his future.
Chris Bosh is checked in for Thaddeus Young. Derrick Rose is checked in for the Timberwolves. And Victor Oladipo, after a solid rookie campaign, really took it up a notch last season, even after missing Clark the first 9 games with that facial fracture.
I love this kid's gravitas. I mean, he's got a presence about him. His percentages improved across the board, field goal, 3-point free throws. But I like his work ethic and his confidence.
Rose. And he can't bank that one in. Bosh drives in. And a foul on the shot. He'll go to the stripe for 2.
That's his 3rd personal foul.
And talking about Victor Oladipo's improvement, a lot of it has to do with his work ethic. Also his pregame film study, something his college coach absolutely raved about. And all of that showed up for him big time last season.
And you know, back to Oladipo. We always talk about five-star phenoms coming out of high school. He was just a three-star guy. He's had to work for everything he's gotten, and I think that served him well. He's got a hunger and drive that you can't manufacture.
Minnesota calls timeout.
Just not happy with how his team is playing, and they just have been on the wrong side of this run.
Yeah, and you know what, Greg? Sometimes just a pause in the action, which is what a timeout can give you, is enough to change things around.
And I think Doris Burke has something for us right now. Doris?
Well, Kevin, during that break, Minnesota's head coach had some words for his team. He wants to make sure they stay assertive and aggressive on the offensive end, saying, I don't want to sit on this lead. Let's build on it and not give them a chance of coming back. Guys?
Jackson dishes to Oladipo. Iguodala against Bosh. Back to Oladipo. The shot is off. Shumpert with some nice D. Timberwolves leading by 5. Rose passes to Iguodala. Out to the right wing. Here's Duncan. Another miss by Minnesota.
Can't get anything to drop. I mean, the way he's going, it's probably not something he should try and shoot his way out of.
Well, they say you should shoot your way out of it, but his teammates probably have other thoughts in mind. The last thing they want to see him doing is continuing to cast that jumper up.
They needed a run desperately, and boy, did they come up big.
And, you know, it wasn't just about getting hot offensively. Defensively, they've been stellar as well.
And, folks, he does more than just put 2 points onto their lead. He does it with a little bit of flair.
He sure does. You're right. It's a dazzling move to the bucket for him.
I'll tell you what, he may not be the biggest man in the league, guys, but he more than makes up for that lack of size with amazing aerial skills.
Jackson has the open look. Good, and it's Bosh picking up the assist. Bosh has got 3 assists tonight. Rose goes in. Can't get it to fall.
How about the determination? Now that's what we call competing for a rebound.
It's Henderson on the wing. And the ball travels out of bounds. It was last touched by Rose.
I tell you what, that's just a major unforced error right there, guys. My goodness.
Orlando making some changes. Vucevic comes in for Cauley-Stein. And it's Mayo in for Oladipo. Jackson kicks to Bosh. Mayo drives in. Can't tie it up as that one's no good. For Minnesota, they've gone just 2 of 8 in this fourth quarter. The final quarter not treating them well so far. And Shumpert kicks to Iguodala. And there's the slam dunk to finish it off.
Yeah, he went for a little extra on that one.
Well, he usually doesn't finish soft, obviously. You know, he can when necessary, sure, but not that time.
Not when you can throw it down like that.
Yes, sir. Boy, he's having a great half here. Exactly the opposite of the first.
Rose against Jackson. Duncan with this screen on Jackson. On the wing, Shumpert. Back to Rose. There's the 3. And again, Minnesota with the triple. Morris dishes to Jackson. No good. Duncan with some nice D. Timberwolves leading by 5. Rose with the ball. Guarded now by Jackson. Rose kicks to Iguodala. The pass to Henderson. Back to Iguodala. Oh, and that one, no question, powered it down.
Punches it down with pop.
Rubs it in. It looks like a little deeper with the hanging finish.
I tell you what, they're not backing off at all, are they?
Right side Jackson to the inside. Here's Bosch. How's that for an answer? Right back with the dunk.
And really nothing like a good old-fashioned throwdown to get a team going.
And Greg, they do need to get going. They wouldn't mind, shaving a couple more points off that lead right away.
Well, if the defense keeps giving up easy baskets like that, it won't be a lead for long.
Here's Henderson. The shot's good on the assist by Iguodala. And the Timberwolves lead by 7.
Nice work on the inside. Hard to get that one up and over the big fella.
Well, it's not supposed to be easy down there, and a little artistry on the inside helped him make it happen.
Morris, left side. And it's Bosch in the corner. And Orlando again with the bucket.
And how does he get that one to go? No idea.
I don't have an idea either. A little heat check there, but yep, he's still cooking, and Greg, he's cooking with gas.
Rose goes in. Vucevic with the block. And that's out of bounds. Minnesota will retain possession. The Magic making a switch here. Fournier is checked in. 5 on the clock. Iguodala, right side. Back to Rose. And it's good with time running down on the shot clock. Rose has got 7 now in this quarter.
He's their go-to guy, and when he shoots the ball like he has today, that's what the scoreboard usually looks like.
The stupendous finish in traffic. Rose has got 18 points just in the second half.
Huge height advantage there, but because of the great body control, he's able to cancel it out.
Agreed. The body control essential in that situation. I mean, if you're giving up a bunch of height, then you better be able to manufacture things in the air.
Time call here. The Magic decide to talk it over.
And there was a question of whether or not Derrick Rose would be able to get back to his former self. At times last season, you could see him back in that MVP form.
And with Rose again, he showed flashes last season of his level of play, Clark, before the injury.
Yeah, exactly. And you hate to see any player go down with injuries, especially a talent like Derrick Rose. He still needs to show that he can regain that high level of NBA play for an entire season. I think that's just a matter of time, Kevin.
Cauley-Stein, he's checked in for the Magic. Victor Oladipo comes in for Marcus Morris. Minnesota also making some changes. Joel Embiid, he's checked in for Duncan. Garnett comes in for Andre Iguodala. And it's Ginobili in for Iman Shumpert. Out that one in, and the Timberwolves lead is cut down to 7 on the bucket from Chris Bosh.
He's got the touch they needed here as this one goes down to the wire.
Yeah, 4 of 4 this quarter, making buckets under duress.
Ginobili kicks to Rose. The shot's good on the assist by Ginobili. That's 28 points for Derrick Rose.
Not too much respect shown to him by the defenders.
Now a timeout called by Orlando. And it's the Magic with the ball. Jackson kicks to Fournier. And that one goes in as he is fouled. It'll be 3 points if he converts at the line.
How about battling through the impact there and then willing that basketball in?
Boy, it does your heart good to see that kind of determination in a player. Really excellent focus that time.
Embiid with the screen on Jackson. It's Henderson on the wing. That's good.
That's a clean look they gave him there, fellas, and he drains those.
Outside Jackson. To the wing on the left. Bosch drives in.
I'm not sure how I like this one. He used the rim to get some true hang time there.
No, he just wanted to make sure the landing was softer than the takeoff.
Okay, guys, that was just
I'll buy that for now.
A good old-fashioned chin check right there.
And here's Rose. In the corner, Henderson with it. 6 on the shot clock. This is to Garnett. Rebounded by Jackson. Jackson's got 6 rebounds here tonight. Back to Oladipo. Some nice ball movement by the Magic. Timberwolves leading by 7. There's 1:17 left in the game. Rose attacking. Here's Garnett. That's tipped. They retain possession. Rose, good.
And then he's starting to show that killer instinct this quarter, looking to extend the lead.
Bosch, that's good.
Boy, I tell you what, he's having one of those days where if he takes it, he makes it.
Minnesota's gone 6 of 11 when they're taking the three-point shot tonight. Very respectable. Jackson again throws. And there's the whistle. Fouled hard on the shot. He'll go to the line. That's on Reggie Jackson.
Excellent game we've seen from Derrick Rose. He's got 30 points, and from downtown, he's buried 3 three-pointers.
Well, when he squared himself up and gotten good looks, he's knocked them down.
Morris is checked in for Orlando. The wide open look here for Bosch. They get it back. And Fournier kicks to Morris. And again, it's Orlando converting. 23 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Well, for the Timberwolves, they can just run out the clock here. Rose with the ball. And so Minnesota takes the win. They seem to relish their role as the bad guy here tonight.
You know, Kevin, I sense that as well. I mean, they really did feed off all of that negative energy this crowd was directing at them. I mean, they turned it around and used it as motivation to close out a significant win.
And that'll wrap it up, folks. For Greg Anthony, Doris Burke, Clark Kellogg, and the rest of our terrific 2K Sports crew, this is Kevin Harlan saying thanks for watching. Now time to send you over to the award-winning Ernie Johnson for the postgame show with Shaquille O'Neal and Kenny the Jet Smith.